Alright, it's me again. Hope everyone's okay, keeping safe. Yeah, I'm in the van again. You know, lunchtime. And I'm just chilling in the van for 5 minutes. And I've been thinking, you know what I mean? At lunchtime. Because I know there's quite a few people that don't have sandwiches. They love to go to the cafe and to the bakery and all this foolishness and spending the money down there. Well, I stopped doing that, you know. I stopped doing that years ago. I do treat myself occasionally, but I've generally stopped that. Now, obviously, there's a lesson in here that I'm going to tell you, because you know I'm a cheapskate anyway. But anyway, yeah, I'm here with my well, I've just had my chicken sandwich, chicken and cheese, coleslaw, and whole grain bread. And I'll bring an apple, an orange, banana, my 2 Nutri-Grain bars, a flask of fruit tea, and a bottle of water. And that normally sorts me out all day. Every day I come to work. Yeah, a sandwich, and that's what I bring. Now then, a lot of you are thinking, well, what a cheapskate. Well, let's work out why I'm a cheapskate, because when you think about it, let's work this out. When you go to the cafe or bakery or whatever you go, how long does it take to actually drive to the cafe, queue up, order your stuff, and then you know, well, you got to park up as well, and then come out and spend your money in that establishment, and then eat it. We'll say it takes you about an hour. So that's an hour out of your day that you spend eating, you know, the cafe's food. Now, how many houses can you do in an hour if you've got an established round and it's not like a first clean, it's just a regular clean? How many houses can you do in 1 hour? Well, some people say 3 or 4, but I'm going to say, to keep it the maths good for me, we'll say you can do 2 houses an hour. Right. So if you go to the cafe, that's 2 houses you're down every day. That's right, isn't it? Obviously, I'm gonna sort this out in a second. So 2 houses, and you times 2 houses. Well, what do you charge for 2 houses? Or what do you charge per house? And we'll say, just for the maths, it's £10 a house, right, that you charge. And you can do 2 of those houses, right, in an hour. That's £10 times 2, that's 20 quid in it. That's £20 per day you lose because you're going to the cafe and wasting time and giving them your money. I was like, 20 quid a day. Okay, 20 quid a day times 5. And remember, some people work 7 days a week, but we'll just say 5 days a week. So 20 quid times 5, that's £100 a week on eating and wasting time in the cafe, giving them your money. £100. Okay, £100 times 4, that's £400 per month on eating. Right. You see how my brain works? That's £400. Okay, £400. Now, a lot of you do your windows 12 or 13 times a year, but I'm going to say, well, for the maths again, 10 times a year. So £400 times 10, that's £4,000 on eating. And what have you got to show for it? Apart from, you know, a bigger belly and a bigger ass. That's all you've got to show for it. So, me being a cheapskate like that, you can see where I'm coming from. Right. And when you think about it, £4,000 in 1 year, What can you get for £4,000 as a window cleaner or gardener? Right. Well, I'm going to tell you what I could get for £4,000, because what you all know about. I mean, you've seen me with my Vauxhall Vivaro, and I've had that 3 years. I'm in my 4th year now. That van cost me under £2,000. I think it was £1,600. About £1,600, right? And a car I drive, that cost me what? That cost me 13. But I've had to do some little work with it, so that cost me 15 again. And I still got change left. And you and you all know that you see me with my £100 mower. So I got my van, my car, my mower, you know, and I still got change left over £4,000 out of £4,000. Just think about it. If you had stopped eating at the cafe and brought your sandwiches for 1 year from today, this time next year, you know, you'd have an extra £4,000. You know, you can buy a good second-hand van for that. I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, I want a Ford Custom or a brand new Vivaro, but you know, let's be reasonable here. £4,000, you know, can get you something half decent, whether it's a van, a car, tools or whatever, and you'd be a lot slimmer. And bear in mind, I haven't put the money in what you actually spend in the cafe. So that's the Babylon I'm going to be on about today. I'll leave you to think about that and see if I'm talking rubbish, because it all comes down to time. You know what I mean? 1 hour per day, right, over a year, it's £4,000. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.